Hello everyone, this is Stir Fry Glory. Many of you are probably asking, where have I been? Well, that's actually quite a long story, and I'm gonna tell it to you. I got a brand new channel, I'll also be explaining that. Let me talk a little bit about that first. So what happened to the old channel? The old channel, there was a bit of an issue where I always kind of had a messed up email address where it was somehow linked to two accounts, and Google would never ever once fix it, and I tried many times. There wasn't really a way to contact Google to fix it. I tried just about everything. Eventually it ended up with a glitch in AdSense where I lost just about everything. And yeah. So that's basically what happened to the channel. So I made a new one, and then you're like, okay, well, that explains that. Where have I been? Now that's the biggest story. It's been about 7 or 8 months I've been gone. You might ask, like, what, I was doing. Well, that's kind of a long question. Basically, what I was doing a lot of education, obviously. I met a girlfriend, a very nice lady. I really do love her, and she's a very good person. Basically, I just kind of lost touch with the whole commentary thing, which really was good for me at the time. I was a bit stressed out by the whole thing, and it wasn't really for me at the time. However, by doing that, I also lost a lot of good things. I kind of lost touch with my inner art, and some of you might be like, oh, what does that have to do with YouTube and stuff? And no matter how you look at it, at least to me, as far as technology goes, that is a form of art. Doing commentary, playing video games, I mean, the development of them and how they run, I mean, it's definitely an art style, an interactive one, and a very good art style. Personally, one of my favorite art styles. I really was once a huge believer in the arts, and I really am. I find myself not truly believing in it as much, or being interested as much as I used to, which is kind of a sad thing. I really would like to go back to it. I really do miss doing a lot of the art stuffs, plural. Yeah, I definitely miss it. I miss doing the art, really finding the great things about it, stuff like that. I also, when I was gone, I got pretty serious in the education, like I was saying earlier. Spent a lot of time looking at the views of technology, because I am an IT student, becoming really interested in it. However, I didn't really take it very far. I kind of hit a point of depression in my life, basically, where I wasn't quite sure what exactly I wanted, and I still don't. I mean, I'm in my early 20s right now. I'm actually only 20, and it's a rough time in your life. I mean, I'm working what some would say a pretty damn good job. Like, the pay's pretty good, but it is such a deriving job. Like, it makes me so unhappy that I honestly feel like it is a horrible job. I know there's lots of people out there that would love it, but yeah, I mean, and what you're asking, like, what is my job? I am a pharmacy technician. And here's the story about that. I started at a retail store, and I was basically working up front, and they randomly asked me, they're like, oh, hey, you're doing pretty good with the customers. I've gotten a couple recommendations from the customers, and you pass when you took a lot of the tests to get into the job, which you had to take some IQ tests, which was kind of weird, but I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm awesome, but I am pretty awesome, and I got pretty high on the IQ test. So they're like, okay, we need a pharmacy technician in the back, so how would you like to give people pills all day? And I mean, a while ago I was actually really interested in the job. I actually almost wanted to become something as far as in the pharmacy, like whether it be a pharmacist or a technician. I legitimately thought the job was easy. I thought I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to be putting pills in a vial all day, and who fucking cares? Little did I know, it's actually one of the most stressful jobs I probably could have ever chosen in my entire life. I mean, the more I got into it and the more I met experts in the field, the more I learned that it can be a pretty shitty job. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's people out there that truly do love their jobs, and hey, more power to you, but there are a lot of people that find that job pretty excruciating, me being one of them. So I pretty unhappy as far as job-wise, so I've been trying to reconnect to my roots. I basically want to get back into my art, taking a kind of more appreciating things in life, because it seems like I really haven't been doing too much of that lately. So one of those things I used to do was commentary, and commentary, my god, even if I didn't get that many views and stuff, it is legitimately good for you. I would argue that to the end, because looking back at commentary, there were, like, I had so much social skills back then. If I had someone come in and, I mean, I didn't know the person, and they're like, hey, I want to play games with you, and they could have been a complete stranger, I would have been like, oh yeah, man, get in this Skype call and let's fuck some shit up. You know, it was a good time as far as social wise, and basically when I left doing that commentary and I concentrated on whatever was going on in my life, my social skills degraded quite a bit. A lot of people I know, they're off at college. One of my best friends, Steven, who's also still pretty vivid as far as commentary, if you have seen, we did commentary in the past, actually doing really well for himself now. But I kind of just didn't talk to anyone other than my girlfriend for about 6 months, and the social skills degraded quite a bit for that. So commentary, I think, is actually very good. It can help a lot with your social skills. I encourage just about anyone to just try it. I mean, hell, you're not going to get the instant satisfaction. At least you might not. Who knows? Maybe you will get fucking popular first video. But typically you'll have to work for it. But through that work and basically trying hard and doing what you want to do, and if that commentary is that thing, you work hard and you'll get somewhere. I mean, I can promise you. I mean, maybe you won't get the subscribers or anything that you want, but it will help you socially. And I honestly believe that to the very end. I believe it can help so much. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, that's basically what's been going on in my life. It's very crazy. A lot of things to do. Stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, overall, life's been pretty intense. I'm saving up to move to Washington in a few months, and yeah. I don't know, maybe I was considering getting back into commentary. I mean, I haven't been super vivid about it, and if I did get back into it, it wouldn't be a huge thing. I don't think I'd be doing walkthroughs anymore. Walkthroughs weren't the most fun things. Kind of randomly talking, playing a random game is what I find fun. I mean, if people love watching that, then hell yeah, why not, right? Seriously, as soon as this police assault's over, I really need to get to my car and, God, just do my jewels and throw them in. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of, I watch Scene Anders a lot. He's my favorite commentator. God, he is so good. I would just love to get some Scene Anders action. Ugh. I don't know what I mean by that. I don't know if it means like, oh god, I want to have sex with Scene Anders, which some of you dirty minds might think of, and because I thought of it, I probably have a dirty mind as well, but we don't need to talk about my mind. Actually, yes, we do. We need to talk about what's always going on in my brain. Because there's always a million words a minute going on in my brain, and especially when it comes to the pharmaceuticals, where you always have to use your brain quite a bit. I mean, I have to talk to insurance, deal with customers all the time, and God, the customers are so mean. So mean. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some nice people out there, but God, majority of them, horrible, horrible people. And for a little bit of time, I actually started to lose faith in people, which is a really sad thought. I mean, you shouldn't... That should just never basically happen to you. I mean, but I kind of did hit that point because everyone I talked to at my job was very mean. People get very mean about their pills. Especially, and they like to blame pretty much everyone else, even though it's, for the most part, their fault. Which is frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. And yeah, I mean, if you want me to talk more about that, sure, just let me know. I'll talk all about the ins and outs, the hippity-dooties, and the schnickel-fits of my job. And I just like making up words, because, heck, I'm a pharmacist. I'm not a pharmacist, I'm a pharmacy tech. I can make up words and people be like, "Oh, that must be a pill or something, or some crazy disease that I've never heard of." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Totally. After all, you have to trust me. I'm your pharmacist. Technician, not pharmacist. I don't want to be a pharmacist. I've actually, since I work with a pharmacist every day, I had a buddy. I actually became pretty good friends with the pharmacist and talked to him a bit about like what's it like. And this guy was a really cool guy. Like, he worked really hard on just about everything in his life. Like, you could tell just by talking to him. Like, he was from Russia. English was actually his second language, and I mean, you really could not tell by talking to him. Like, he speaks perfect English, and he was just the type of guy that's worked hard at life since the very beginning, and he's very successful. And I talked to him a bit about that, and I was like, "Oh, how do you like being a pharmacist?" And he's like, "Oh, I hate it." He's like, "Even though I'm successful and I make a large pay, and I really won't have to worry too much in life about money and stuff," he's like, "I really wish I would have done what I wanted to do, and which was coding, which is kind of the thing I want to do." And basically, he's like, "You remind me a lot of myself." When he was 16, well, I mean, I didn't get asked till I was 20, but when he was 16, he started doing a pharmacy tech, and he basically took the secure route. He became a pharmacist because it was guaranteed job security, and he liked that. But he wishes every single day that he didn't do it, because he made me really think, and it's the fact that he honestly believes that being happy in life, and just even if you don't get paid as much as most people, if you enjoy going to work every day, you will never quit, and you will work overtime, and you'll always figure out a way to get your bills on time. Because, I mean, if you love going to work, what's more priceless than that? I mean, that's where you will spend the majority of your life. And I know a lot of you, in fact, I actually just saw a recent study where a whopping 80% of people don't like their jobs. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely one of them, but still, I mean, that number just really upset me. I feel like life shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't be working at some place that we absolutely hate. And yes, I understand at times that's what you have to do. And that's basically what I'm doing now. I suck it up every day, even though I really just want to quit without 2-week notice. But I go there and I work, and I try my hardest because I need the money just so I can move. And if it wasn't for moving, I probably would put fucking both my middle fingers up and say, "See ya later, fuckers. I'm never coming back to this shithole." Which I still fantasize about every day, and one day I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing that, but not until I work hard and get exactly what I want out of life. And God, I was so close to that van. I really hope my friends... Ah, God, please, someone get me up. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm basically rambling about nonsense. Maybe should be more controlled. I don't know. But yes, victory! So, basically, in the end, that's what I've been doing. A lot of jumbled stuff. Basically, just lost touch with my inner roots, and lost touch with a lot of the good things in life. A lot of the beauty got stuck with the work and the bad things, and I'd like to change that. And maybe if commentary is a good way to put that me out there and do that, then why not? I'll keep doing it. Alright guys, I hope you liked this comeback video, or whatever you like to call it, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.